Good evening. I'm Colton Ruffalo here, joined by Jack and Matt. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
Doing great.
All right, good to hear. Going to be a game versus ALJ now for the freshman game. It'll be your Vikings versus Clark High School, Arthur L. Johnson. Looking for a good game here. Hopefully they can come out with a good victory here as the game's about to start. Matt, what are you looking for here in this game?
I mean, I'm just looking. I think I'm looking for a bit more of a fundamental game. Good reboards. Good defense. I'm not looking for anything too special. Nothing too big.
See that? Jack, any thoughts?
I'm looking for a good guard game. I mean, we can get Io downhill. I think this team's going to push the pace. I think if ALJ doesn't apply that press, as we said for the first second, I think this Vikings team could put up a very good fight here against the ALJ squad. If they can push the ball and push it off of misses.
It'll be a bit of a smaller lineup. Game's about to start. It's Jan Kopal out there with Noah Green, with Brian McCabe and Laterno, with Io out there as well, who now has the ball. Io up top with it. Over to Kopel.
Come on.
Laterno deep two. No good.
It's a good shot to take.
It's a good look. Up top to Io. Trying to get McCabe open. Io, good drive. Basket no good. In the corner with it now. Back on the wing. Tipped by Green. Good fake. Good open shot. Shot is good.
Let's bring back the mid-range. John Kopel.
John Kopel will shoot the free throws. Hopefully he can knock him down. It's going to be a technical foul on Arthur L. Johnson's coach. Kopel,
Swish.
first points for the Vikings. Has a second shot coming up. Beautiful shots from John Kopel. Ties up the game with those two. Just under a minute in.
Good 2 free throws there. Synced them both. I mean, those are the most loneliest free throws. I
Great
feel
form.
Like. After that technical foul, 3 in the key, something like that, you get a wide open you get a wide open shot, free throw shot. Those are kind of the most scariest to take. It's like a pitcher. It's like being there on your own. Sometimes taking free throws where other people are lining up with you, but John was able to knock him down with no one with him. That's kind of a hard shot to kind of make because, hey, it's like a pitcher. It's all on you.
I agree.
I
Just
guess
sat there on the mound by yourself.
I guess Giannis can take whatever time he wants to, but, 10-second violations are a thing.
Good pass to Io. Gets inside. Shot no good. Kopel with the offensive rebound. No good.
Good.
Johnson will take it slow. Out on the wing with it. Laterno with the steal. Joey tries driving in. Kicks it out to Green, and Green travel with it. I think Joey's just been a really good defensive pressure throughout his course of his season. A lot of steals from him.
Yeah, I think he's built well to be a good defensive player.
Very aggressive. Out in the corner. Trying to swing the ball. Trying to drive inside. Same team there, fighting for their own ball. Definitely travel with that one.
Full court pressure here.
McCabe gives up to Green. Up head to Io. Io pushing down the floor. Good take, good finish. gives the Vikings the lead.
It's a great finish, you know, something that a lot of the younger players struggle with.
He has that really aggressive type of play style to really drive in the paint there. Layup is good. Cave gives up to Green again. It'll be Io center court with it. Driving in again is Io. Shot no good. McCabe with the offensive rebound. Draws the foul.
Good rim pressure there. Io getting the rim. He didn't finish, but it was able for McCabe to get a chance at the offensive rebound.
You know, even though all the shots aren't falling, I think Io's been very aggressive, and I really like how he's been playing so far. And that's really how he's been playing a lot recently too. Is just a lot of just the aggressive play style and just driving in. I think he finishes real well, and he also can prove that he can knock down his free throws as well. McCabe hit the first free throw. Here comes the second. Second one's good. Trapped in the wing. Gives it back up top. Shot no good. Capel comes up with the rebound. Letourneau pushing the floor. Drawing the foul again is Joey.
I said push off misses. It's gonna be one of the things that UC is gonna try to do. Yes, they like to run their plays. You know, Coach Clay draws up a lot of plays, but still, as a coach's thing, you can run up the floor. You have fast players. You can get up the floor, fast guards. Then you just let it happen. You let them run up the floor. You don't need to run your plays when they can just run up the floor by themselves and they think they can beat their man one-on-one going to the paint.
100%. Joe Letourneau really loves to push the ball. On the wing again. Into the open man. Goes out of bounds.
Just couldn't get his hand on that. If he gets that, spins off, and then he gets a lay.
Just couldn't catch it. Gives up to Green. Left wing. Io. Over back to Green. Green driving in, goes baseline. Out to Joe Letourneau for three. No good.
Good look there from Noah.
Up ahead. Green deflects it. Good pressure from him. Looking on the corner, driving in. Back up top. Back down the corner. Could not finish. Letourneau pushing up the ball. Looks up with his head there. Io couldn't finish. Loses the ball there. It'll be Vikings ball. Be Io, bring up the ball. Letourneau being pressured. Looking for Benny. Benny comes in. McCabe on the wing. Over to Letourneau. I will reset the ball. I driving in once again. Layup no good. Eric pokes it loose. Io recovers. Benny driving in. Back over to Joey. Deep three, no good. Benny will reset it. Benny driving down the lane. Layup no good. McCabe finds Laterno. Back over to Benny. Benny for three. In and out. Johnson finally comes up with the rebound.
I mean, Crusaders just did an excellent. Did I say Crusaders? Crusaders just did an excellent. Oh my. A three?
Deep two.
Two. Crusaders did an
Io.
excellent job there. Well, just pressuring them. You know, they're just in their mittens right now.
Good pressure from Benny and Io to get the ball loose. McCabe, baseball pass over to Joey. Joey missed the layup. Eric with the putback, doesn't make it. Puts it up again and is good.
Put it up enough times, it's going to go in.
Couple of missed layups, but got to recover. Good hustle from Eric. Joey comes up with it. No look pass to Io. Layup is good. Puts the Vikings up by 4.
Just got to get them to settle in a little bit.
The defensive pressure. Don't know what the call was there, but Vikings ball. Don't know if we went out of bounds or what.
I don't know. All I know is that the Crusaders coach is angry.
Joey center court. Over to Benny in the corner. Good look for 3. Offensive foul on Eric. Crusaders, just over a minute. Almost loses the ball. Good defense from Joey and Eric. Out on the wing, fakes a 3. Back up top. Good defense here from the Vikings.
Just trying to find anything.
Any open shot, they get one, and he sinks it. Puts him within 2. Spent 40 seconds on that play, but they got the open shot. Laterno driving in. Tough foul. It'll be on the floor. They'll take it out underneath. McCabe underneath with it. Looking, finds Benny up top. Stolen away by the Crusaders. 12 seconds to go. Good poke away by Green, trying to come up with it. McCabe comes up with it. Up over to Benny. Benny with a few seconds left. Gives it up to McCabe. Shot does count. Great shot from McCabe to end off the quarter.
Big 3.
Big 3 ball there. Puts the Vikings up by 5. So Matt, how do you think the Vikings have been doing so far and how they've been pushing up the ball?
I mean, right now the Vikings have been playing very aggressive. You see that they're really getting their hands in there. They're getting dirty. You know, they're poking the ball out. It's very aggressive play.
And Jack, what do you think the Crusaders have poorly been doing that is allowing the Vikings to have the lead right now?
I mean, you look at the last possession. They didn't get back on defense well, and they left, you know, a kind of top the key 3 there. Those type plays where like they're just getting out hustled in transition, where it's just simply they're just outrunning. They're outrunning Johnson. So
Yeah. Be Crusaders ball at the half. It'll be the same lineup for your Vikings. Over in the corner. Back over to the wing. Three-pointer is good. Crusaders wanted to full court press the Vikings. Good behind the back moves from Laterno. Finds Green. Be a foul on the floor. That'll be on TJ Kershaw. McCabe underneath. Finds Joey. Shot is no good. Good rerun by Benny. Benny looking. Green comes up with it. Can't control. It'll be Vikings ball. Cabe on the wing. Green with it. Gives up to Eric. McCabe. Good look to Eric. Ball is stolen. Crusaders will push. Good shot there. Ties up the game.
A little big body action there.
Using their size. That's what they should be doing. Stay Vikings ball. They got to use their size. I mean, Union Catholic right now is not using a really height-heavy team or lineup right now, so that's what they really should be focusing on.
I guess they're trying to compensate by playing very aggressive.
Yeah, I see that. Green travel with it. Crusaders ball at half court. Three-point, no good. Saved.
They're just hustling out there, Johnston out there, out hustling.
Trying to swing the ball. Be a foul on Eric. In the corner, left wing. Back to the corner, three-pointer, no good. But Joey comes up with it. Joey pushing the floor. Almost loses the ball. Gives it up to Benny. Back to Io. Joey driving in. It's fouled.
I love how vocal. Oh my! I love how vocal the the officials are. I'm a little distracted.
So Vikings here will come out with a new lineup. John Cope will enter back in the game. Cope will take the free throws.
It's Copel.
Copel, sorry.
Cool.
Copel's the baseball name. John. First free throw is good. Now, I don't know what the rules are, but if Joey didn't shoot those free throws, I don't know if he can enter back in the game. Second shot is good. John shooting 100% from the line
Yes.
Tight.
on 4 attempts.
Oh.
3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound. Vikings fighting for it. Get the jump ball. Vikings basketball.
John has got an increased opportunity. He's been taking full advantage of it, knocked down 4 free throws, got fouled once, took 2 free throws. He's getting good opportunities to score at this free throw line. See if he can make like a jumper now after seeing the ball go in.
Io trying to get open. Smart move from Coach Coletti. He'll call a timeout. So Jack, what do you think the Vikings can try and do to increase their lead?
I think they're just gonna keep pushing the ball. I mean, they've been getting out in transition very well, and they've been getting out, and that's probably what they've been doing because they've been beating the press that way. They've been getting in the half court faster than the press could beat them. So I feel like just pushing off misses is the way you negate that press defense from Johnson.
And Matt, how do you think the Crusaders can try and stop the Vikings?
I mean, I think the Crusaders, just like the way like just from the eye test, the way I'm seeing them play, I feel like they're just not really going out there with a lot of hustle. They're not really playing with a lot of heart. I think, no matter what situation your team might be in, you just got to keep playing with heart. I just don't see it from them.
100%. You got to play with hustle. You got to play with aggressiveness. I think that's something that the Vikings can confidently say that they do show on the floor. I mean, they do show a lot of hustle and aggressiveness on both sides of the court. Be Vikings ball. Io going to the backcourt. Good move from Io. Foul. Io will be at the line shooting too. First shot no good. Second shot no good. Johnson picking up the ball. Gets inside. Layup no good. Good rebound from McCabe. Johnson gets it back though. Shot blocked from McCabe. Io pushing the ball using his speed. Gives up to John. Over to Brian. Good look from Brian. Travel with it. Eric travel with it. It's a good look from Brian, but you got to set your feet. Johnson running up the ball. Out on the wing. Loses it. Or it was poked from Io. How's it not a backcourt? 3-pointer, no good, in and out. Offensive rebound. Be an offensive foul.
He said 1-3, but it's gonna go back to white.
I don't know that call.
Okay. It is what
Maybe
it
he
is.
meant Benny.
Blue, Benny.
Probably meant Benny. Gets inside. Little hook shot, no good. Brian fighting for it. Stay Crusaders ball. Out in the corner. Inside, out to the corner, fakes the shot, gives it up. Layup is good.
Good
Ties up
job.
the game.
Good job by Johnson beating that zone from Union Catholic that they tried to walk into.
Great shot from John Copel. Great game for John right now. He's got 6. Johnson enters back with a layup. And the Crusaders will call timeout. Great shooting here from John. 4 straight free throws and a great mid-range. Matt, what'd you say?
I just finished it. You just said John. You didn't finish
Oh.
it. Son. Anyways. Yeah, no, they're doing a great job. It's pretty back and forth right now. It's 17-17, 3 minutes left.
I mean, close game. Now it's been back and forth so far. So Jack, how do you think the Vikings can try and get the edge over the Crusaders?
I mean, he pushed the ball. You saw the last shot by John. It was in transition. Now, that was important because that was in transition. That created open looks. They got an advantage, so John was wide open right below the three-point line for an easy look because they pushed the ball and created a mismatch or a 1-on-2 or something like that, 2-on-3, which they work on in practice, 2-on-3s, 3-on-5s or something like that, where you got to try to beat the team while you have 5 players and they probably have 3, or while you have 2 players and they have 1. Those are the type of drills they kind of go over and showing out in the game, their work ethic.
100%. I mean, they're definitely working hard in practice, and it's showing. Brian finds Green. Good screen from Green. Isle driving in, layup no good. Gets a jump ball to be Vikings ball. Good hustle from McCabe to get the offensive rebound into the jump ball. Isle on the wing. Foul on the floor. And that puts the Crusaders over the limit. So Isle will be at the line. Never mind, not over the limit. That's only 4 for Johnson. But they got to watch out. 4 fouls with just over 3 minutes left. Top of the key. Gets inside. Try using their size. Get a foul on Green.
That was a play where they understood the size advantage. That was a great use of the size advantage because, you know, he saw that Noah was on him. He was a little bit bigger than Noah, so he flashed like the middle of a little bit deeper in the paint, flashed, and got the ball. He was able to just go up. He didn't really need to make any big-time move. He was just going to go right up. And Noah was just he was just smaller than him, so he had to go out and foul, which is a good move because he's in the free throw line, missed 1.
Second shot no good. Good rebound from McCabe. Green will bring it up. Over to Benny. Back over to John. Little give and go. There'll be a jump ball. The Crusaders. Top of the key, driving in. Crusaders struggling. Get another jump ball, it'll be Vikings ball.
You just suffocated there. Nothing you can really do about that.
That's what Vikings have been doing though. That's smart. They're double teaming, getting the jump balls so they can retain possession. Io gives over to John. Back to Io. No, Green will reset. Junko Pell gives it over to McCabe. Deep 2 no good. Io strong. Layup no good. Another offensive rebound from McCabe. Tries to go up with it. Draws another foul. Now that one will put Crusaders over the limit.
Now that is good basketball because Coach Coletti was trying to draw a play up. They didn't really work it. I mean, not a lot of people, get that play down to the tee. They didn't get it out of the tee. It didn't work. But you know what you do after? You don't go pout and throw up a random shot. you try to play actual offense. Gave Noah Green the ball. He's the guard here. Gave him back the ball to reset the offense. And they played basketball. They
100%.
didn't-
They're looking for the open shot.
They didn't go throw up a shot after they didn't get the advantage off the play. They got the ball back and they said, let's go set a pick and roll. Let's let the old field playing basketball. And let's get McCabe downhill and let's see what he does best. And put him back the ball up and in.
Second free throw, no good. Shader's pushing the ball. Down left side, loses it.
Good defense by John there. In the gaps, as we always say, is one of the best things. I always say is that you got to be in the gaps there. Close up those gaps. I don't think anybody's hurting you that much from three. I think you got to be in the gaps, and as John was, very smart hay defender. He knows where he is. We haven't seen him that much in the last few games.
Be Benny with it. Good spin move there. Benny driving in. Open layup is good.
Ole.
Benny finds the open lane and executes. Good play. Be a foul on Io on the floor. That's 4 now for the Vikings as a team. Struggling to get the ball in. Io with the steal. And draws another foul. And Io will go to the line. Good hustle from Io there. Good defensive pressure from the team as a whole, but great job from Ira to get the ball, get the steal, draw the foul.
Yeah, good job putting on pressure in the backcourt. You know, that's kind of safety zone where you want to throw the ball if you're in that position. Just throw it right back to the backcourt. That's kind of the safety net, but he shielded that off and made the pass difficult as possible, made the catch as difficult as possible.
Io hit the first free throw. Second free throw, a little too strong.
And John is still the leading scorer on the Union Catholic Vikings.
Good defensive pressure from Ehrig. Loses the ball. Layup is good. Puts them within one with just over a minute. Benny pushing up the ball. Good move from Io. Gets the open layup.
Now he's the highest scorer in the Union Catholic Vikings.
Good defense from Io to poke it loose.
That was a good play because we're just playing basketball now. Let's just play basketball. We don't need to run that play. If we get a pick and roll, we get an advantage off of that, we can do that. They can do that.
Vikings with full court pressure here. 35 left to go.
Good screen to get Io free.
Good block from Ehrig. Io coming up with the basketball. Io too fast. Flash uses his speed to get there.
I mean, that's just a big part of his game, speed. He's probably one of the fastest people on the court right now.
Gets the open layup there.
Good job working in transition.
8 seconds for the Vikings. Oh, Io driving in. Layup no good. And that'll do it. That'll do it for the half.
Okay.
The Vikings lead by 3. I think a lot of people have been having good games recently. So, Jack, who do you think's been standing out on the Vikings?
I mean, I'm going to start with, we talked a lot about John so far, but I'm going to say Io. He had 7 points this first half. Has really held this ship. I mean, we talked about the in transition stuff, and I think he's one of the leaders of that. Get in transition, let's go make something happen. And he's one of the leaders, top of the food chain when it comes down to the Union Catholic squad. It's just let's get in transition.
100%. I mean, looking at Io's game is that you could see he's obviously really fast, but I think what's most important is that he knows how to control his speed. He could just race up the floor, get the open layup, but he also likes to slow it down to get his defender maybe up and early and an open layup for Aya. He's really good at controlling his speed. Matt, anyone you've been looking out for?
I mean, honestly, I've really just been looking at Io. I've just been I don't know why, but like in my I'm not trying to like piggyback off you, but like I'm just thinking like in the future, I feel like you see like even with his speed, not even thinking about his speed, he's good at playmaking. He's able to call good plays and stuff. He calls with the pick and roll. He's a good playmaker, and so you can see the way he's gonna develop, he'll develop into an excellent player.
Overall, good game so far from the Vikings. And Matt, how do you think the Vikings can continue to put up the pressure?
Amen. They've been playing very aggressively. I love the way that they're playing. I did at the beginning say that play kind of fundamentals, play a little slow, but I like the way that they're playing aggressive, and Crusaders just can't really catch up.
100%. Jack, anything you have to say? Any thoughts?
I mean, I don't think the Crusaders haven't been able to catch up. I feel like, yes, you have Io's screen pass everybody, but I feel like the Crusaders are just right there. And they even make it some fun. As you said, they're the fundamentals team here. They got to play in transition where they're I think this is a very smart team the Union Catholic Vikings are playing. They made a team where, the guard was dribbling up on the sideline. Union Catholic did a great job forcing him to the sideline. But this point guard still was able to get past and draw another defender and kick it down to the paint. Some people would take a contested layup, but he was able to dump it down to the big, and it was an open shot. So this is a very well-coached and very smart team as individual players.
Absolutely. Great game so far. Your Vikings will lead by 3. But a few minutes left to go in the halftime, and we'll be back at the half. And we're back. Crusaders have the ball. Driving in. Good contest from McCabe. Layup does fall, though. Joey enters back in the game. Out there with Green, McCabe. Io out there with John. Io with the ball. Io driving in. Shot no good. Open layup for the Crusaders. Layup's good. Puts them up by 1. Looking to run the play with Io. Io finds Green in the corner. Green for 3, no good. Long football pass in the corner for 3, no good. McCabe comes up with it. We give it up to Joey. Io reset. Joey driving down the lane. Good finish from Joe Letourneau. Puts the Vikings back up by 1. Driving in. Good rebound from McCabe. Outlet pass to Io, over back to Green. Green is fouled, it'll be on the floor. McCabe went by underneath. Actually, it'll be Benny, the inbounder. McCabe in the corner. Back up to Io. Benny in the corner. Eric, shot's no good. Io offensive rebound. Layup is good. Extends their lead to 3. Good defense from Io. Great block from Eric.
Had 2 good blocks tonight.
Even better finish there. Puts them back within 1. Benny loses it. Crusaders inside. There'll be a shooting foul.
Feeling this game's gonna be good. I mean, it's gonna come down to a few possessions. It's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be Johnson just trying to put up the pressure here for UC, and see if they can battle with it.
First shot is good. That ties up the game. Second shot is good. Johnson with a full timeout. So tough game so far. Jack, what do you think the Crusaders are doing that's keeping them within this game?
I think they're just, they're bigger than them, and they've been able to be smart and use that size smart, because they don't want to go bowling over people. That's an offensive foul, but they're being able to use they're taller than them, bigger than them in like a different way. Just flash in the middle, give me the ball. Let's do a drop step, and we can score without having to bowl over somebody and get an offensive foul.
And Matt, who do you think on the Vikings side? Who do you think needs to try and maybe step up in a way and try and get the lead back?
I mean, I think just the way that the Vikings have been playing in general, I think it's more of like a team thing that they're struggling with, and I think they also just, coming off the halftime, maybe they're a little bit cold, so give them a little time, let them heat up a little bit.
100%. I think it's more of a team effort. I'm not expecting just one person to just stick out and try and just win this game. It's got to be a team effort, which so far it has been. I'll bring up the ball. John over to Benny. McCabe gives up to John. John over to Eric. Ball poked loose. Johnson will look to reset. Driving in, shot no good. Travel on McCabe. Oh, no. Corner. Over to the wing. Inside again. Shot no good. Back up top. Open three. Three no good. Good rebound from Eric.
Number one keeps, like, you know, putting hand on his back. So there's something heard back there.
Maybe. Isle putting moves. Isle driving in. Hard foul. That'll be Crusaders' second.
Good job clearing at the side for Aya to let him make a move.
100%. Io, where he's most comfortable.
I thought it was on the floor. It lined up at the free throw line, and then it kind of confused all of it. But I think that it's still on the floor. I just think that everybody was confused. They thought it was shooting, but oh, good play.
Good play. Good. Amazing play.
I called before you, but he's told me that the coach really likes what he's doing in practice, and I feel like those type of things, like, you got to stay ready. He's been staying ready. He's been playing a lot more minutes than he usually does. He's ready for it. And that's one of the things you can expect from a guy at kind of the bench to know, hey, one day I could be playing a lot of minutes. I could be ready.
It's a great little give and go play we saw there. Giving up to Io. Io back to John. Gets the open layup.
And John is 8.
Is Io have 8 as well?
Io has 9.
Brian travels with it. Crusaders up by 1.
I don't think it's just this is a shot making from John. He made the right plays. He hasn't made, like, you know, head scratching plays like what we would see from, like, you know, one of those players who haven't played in a long time. Those head scratching plays, but he's made the right play. I mean, when that play broke down in, like, the first half, he pitched it right to McCabe. He's wide open. So he made the right plays. It's not just him knocking down these shots, knocking down the shots with a cherry on top. But he's been making the right plays, hitting McCabe, just being not aggressive, being, like, knowing when to shoot and when to pass.
100%. I think he's definitely playing well so far. I mean, the stats speak for himself, but overall, what doesn't show is that you could see how he's playing, and he's playing smart basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to get the rhythm when you've just been thrown in the fire like this, but he's been able to, and I think he's talking to me. He knows this time's gonna come soon. The time is now.
Great play from Benny. Green will check back in for Coppell. On the wing, back to the corner, open three, no good. Crusaders kind of just throwing the ball around. Great defense there. Gets him to go out of bounds. Great defense from Io not to foul there.
Yeah, I mean, Io's got 9. He's still in the game. I mean, he's been able to push the pace, and it's the stamina here.
Green finds the open lane.
And gets... Good foul there. Good foul. I mean, he had to do that.
He had the open layup, but he didn't take it, so I think that was the better play.
And good verticality by on that block by the Johnson kid. He had a good by the Crusaders kid. He had great verticality going up with that without fouling and getting the ball.
Fakes the corner 3. Good steal. Gets back. In
Good
the
defensive
corner.
awareness by Joey on that one.
Back in the corner along 2. No good. Benny comes up with the rebound. It'll be Noah to reset. Calling the play. Joey back over to Green. Crusaders pushing the ball. Mid-range, no good. Last touch by Noah Green.
I don't think I've seen this Crusaders team take a take a head scratching shot. I haven't seen them at all. And that's one of those things that keep you in the ball game. They're a smart team. And
Good shot selection, 100%.
They're not going to take these, whack 3-point, like turnaround, fade away, 3-point shots. But again, that was wide open. That was wide open.
McCabe comes up with it, 30, just over 35 left to go.
Yeah, but that's 3 they ran an action for it, and he was pretty open. And he trusted himself to knock down the shot. I mean, it came off, but he trusted himself to knock down that shot, and he was open.
I mean, I think that's an issue that they've just been having for a lot of this third quarter. They've had the open shots, but it's just a matter of fundamentals and their mechanics.
It'll stay Viking ball. Joey will inbound. Joey can't catch the ball. Neither can the Crusaders.
Goodness.
Right into a wall there.
I think he kicked the wall.
I don't know. You look pretty splat to me, I won't lie.
Joey pushing the ball. Right call there. That's a foul. On the floor. That'll be Johnson's third. Going to a stack formation.
Oh, is that a football term?
No.
No? I thought.
Letourneau. Layup no good. Crusaders will throw it up. No
Little
good.
offline.
Little offline.
Just a little.
Just a little. Crusaders up by 1. Jack, what do you think the Crusaders have been doing just to maintain their lead?
As I said, they made smart plays, and that point guard leading the way. The guy who I said, he's holding his back all the time, but he's been able to just calm the team down. And I think leading a smart team is a point guard that would just calm stuff down. Let's not go hurry and take a fadeaway 3. That's not in our bag at all. And he knows his players' tendencies. He's played with them long enough. He knows their tendencies, and they give him the ball in the right place.
100%. I think the Vikings have to pick up on that. That I don't know if it's been shown so far, but he definitely likes to shoot the ball. So you got to watch out for him, and you just got to watch out for the Crusaders' size, because surprisingly they really haven't been using that to their advantage. Is that what they really should be, is using their size, but they just haven't been able to execute that, only making it a 1-point lead. So Matt, what do you think the Crusaders have also been doing, or what do you think the Vikings have been doing?
I mean, the Vikings, I think they've cooled down, I wouldn't say significantly, but I think they've cooled down a little bit, maybe a little bit, not really feeling it like they did in the first 2 halves. I think, first 2 quarters. I just think the Vikings are a little cooled down, give them a little bit of time, they'll pick it back up.
I think this will be a big win for both. For Union Catholic, it will be a big win because they're, it's closing the end of their season. And to get a W to end that would be very nice. And then Arthur, the Crusaders, I mean, getting a W there, giving a W here would be a steal. I mean, you're going away, you're getting a good, big W, stealing it.
Good shot from Io there.
It
Vikings take back the lead.
It kind of feels like stealing when you win a road game like this.
100%. Especially it's close. Coach wanting Io to push. Press up. Backdoor play. Gets them open.
This is what I talked about. This is what they're going to run. They're going to run that, and that's what they feel like they can make. That backdoor play was executed beautifully.
It was.
I mean, that's a coach's dream. He'll fall asleep. That coach will fall asleep and dream about that. He will fall asleep and have dreams about that play. That was beautiful, and he probably ran that in practice 15 times, and it feels great as a coach to be able to finish that play that you practice. Like probably they practice that play for like about 20 times a practice. It feels good to feel like your hard work has paid off.
Io gives it over to Eric. Fakes the 3. Green will reset. Give it over to Io. Io driving in.
Ooh.
Great finish from Io. No call. Float game, no good. Eric gives up to Benny. But he'll draw another foul. That's 2 fouls in just over a minute. Vikings so far have been playing great basketball in these last minute so far in the fourth quarter. Hopefully they can continue.
So I mean, let's talk about Io. He has like 11 points today. So, what has made these 11 points happen? Like, can you give me a breakdown of that 11 points?
Something I've seen, like I said earlier, I think it's his speed and how he controls his speed. He could run down the floor, score 2, or he could take it slow, score 2, or he could fake out the defender, drive in really fast, slow it down, or the opposite. I mean, he really knows how to control his speed, and I think that's how he's gotten a lot of his points. Is a lot of Euro stepping, spin moves. He's really crafty with how he could score the ball.
I mean, I really like how he's able to control the ball, you know, with that speed. You don't want to be able to just run down the court and then have it poked out immediately. So it's really important to control the ball, which he does a great job at.
I feel like right now, they need to bring in one of their top scorers from John Cobell. As you look at the top scorer in this game, I feel like leaving him out to dry on the bench from what he's playing, from how he's playing like, would be something of a miss.
Green comes up with it. Looking for McCabe. Stolen. Ooh. Not on the shot. It'll be on the floor.
A slip and slide over there.
It'll be on Green. Coach Coletti will call a timeout. Like you said, I mean, you said you're not happy that John's not in the game.
Well, no, I feel like that's not the whole thing. I feel like, you know, I don't know who he would trust out there, but I feel like he has 8 points today. I feel like when you get to the 4-minute mark, you need to be back in the game. You just have to play your best players to play this game and who has helped you win this game. I feel like if we looked at the plus minuses, he would be a plus. And I feel like that's what a coach kind of looks at. Like, how is he impacting the game? And I feel like John has impacted the game very positively.
See, I go ahead.
And I don't think there's bias at all. I feel like he just impact the game very positively. And and the points are there to show for it, 8 points.
I agree. I think John definitely produces offensively. It's just that I don't know if, no offense to him, but I don't know if you want him on defense matching up with the bigger guys because, you know, he just isn't as tall as some of these other guys. So it's tough when it comes to defense, and defense is what you need right now, especially when you're down.
But I feel like the whole team, like, is kind of like, you know, most of the team is kind of small. And I feel like, I keep saying I feel like, but I think that I don't think you look at that drop-off because everyone is getting, even McCabe, the tallest person for Union Catholic, is probably going to get beaten up because of the Johnson just height. And I think they're going to lose in the height battle either way.
Io gives it a room to Cabe. Good look for Ehrig. His shot is good. Ties up the game with 5.5 left to go. Throws it off of Green.
I think he may have 6, if I'm right. I think he has 6 points today. Eric.
Oh. Long 2. Good rebound from Ehrig. Io recovers. Driving in. Be a foul on the floor. That'll be Johnson's 3rd.
I mean, you look at the production here. Benny has 2. Joey has 2. McCabe has 5 or 6. Io has 11. Eric or John has 8. Eric has 6. Like, you're getting production like everywhere. So I don't really say like not putting in John because everyone's playing well. So I wouldn't really be mad after I look at that because I feel like everyone's playing well.
Good rebound from Benny. Green drives in. Shot no good. Crusaders pushing the floor, trying to attack. He's coming in. Green over to Ehrig. Ehrig for 3, no good.
Good shot there. I like that.
100% a good look.
I love that because you were running in transition and you got the best look you possibly can get.
Be a foul on Benny on the floor. Set it again. John Coppell comes in for Noah Green. Let's see what he could do here.
If we look at the height difference here, I talked about height, but if you look at the height difference, not really that much between Noah and John. You're not really losing that much height there. I feel like you're just going to go with the more production today.
I mean, because you're also out Kendall, so you're losing one of your bigs, so that also requires a 4th guard in a way. Fighting for the ball. John Coppell comes up with it. Looking for Io. Good hustle from Io to get the ball. Driving in and 1 for Io. Great finish from him. Puts the Vikings up by 2. 1 shot at the stripe. Yeah, that might be the momentum shifter. With just under half of the quarter left.
It wasn't the pass that John kind of wanted, but you look like that. You gotta look like that in transition. You gotta look the way that John just looked. You have to look.
I think when you're in transition, you have to look to score, and you also have to look to pass, which John was looking for the pass, and I think that's a good move. Go to one of your top scorers, even though John's one of them himself, but he also looked for his co-top scorer in Io, so I think that was a great look for John. A little bit of a rough pass, but Io was there he used his speed again. He used the speed to go get the ball and got the and 1 there. Earned the free throw.
And the stamina. I mean, you could just have speed, but to get that ball, and then you're just, oh, I'm so tired after I get that ball. But he wasn't. He just kept speeding through.
It's like a track runner. Good behind the back move from Io. Driving in again. Another foul.
This is ridiculous. What a show he's putting on is ridiculous.
On the shot.
I almost want to say that he's actually picking up speed instead of losing speed. Like just something about the way he's playing. It's hypnotic.
The timeout call. Great game for Io. 100%. This might be. I think I have to say this is his best game so far. I mean, he's doing it all on both ends of the floor.
And this is most productive down the line. I feel like he's not just the one with 20. Everybody else is 0. He's been able to get other people involved. Not like he hasn't the whole entire season, but he's been able to get other people involved, and other people have showed up with him as well. So it's not like more people are on the ride with him, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things. And he's also producing for winning, and it's 39-36 Vikings, which, let's be blunt, they haven't really got a lot of those, but I think that they're looking for one right now, and Io's been a big factor. So I think this is obviously his best game because they're looking to win this one.
I mean, Io's been playing great. I mean, obviously he's been playing great, and then you got to look at the team, like you said, Jack. I mean, the whole team has just contributed with points, defense, rebounding, anything you could think of. I think this team has definitely done it so far, and this is their game.
This is the best defensive effort I think I've seen. Everybody's on a string. And they're running the zone. Everybody's on a string. That's the thing I can put out there. That's the only way I can describe it. Everyone's on a string. Coach Coletti's running that puppet, and everybody's on a string with each other on defense. That's the way you got to do it when you're running the type of zone.
Two shots for Io coming up. And that puts the Crusaders over the limit. With 3:38 left to go. That's big. Io's first shot is good.
Definitely kind of a more underlying story in this game. You know, a lot of foul trouble.
100% a lot of foul trouble, I mean. And now they're
I
over
may
the
run
limit,
out-
so that's big.
I may run out of room for Io's.
Got another line there. Missed the second one. Be a foul on Erig. Their team's fourth. Only one away from the limit.
I think it's going to come down to who can play a good defensive possession without fouling. Who can play one good defensive possession without fouling.
100%. Anytime you can get a shot up and they miss and you get the rebound without no fouls at all in the possession, that's a win for that team.
Not just, you don't got to get one stop. I think it's whoever gets more of those in these
Yeah.
last few minutes.
It's a bad call.
It is what it is.
Be a foul on Benny. That might be, I don't know, it might be his third, fourth. He's really been in foul trouble lately. Can I not say that? I said that was a bad call.
Keep it to a minimum.
That's all I said.
Just like don't like linger.
Second shot, no good. Rebound, Copel. Gives it to his buddy Io.
We're all humans.
Benny driving in, kicks it over to John.
Oh wow.
There it is again.
I'm loving it. He's right in the right place at the right time. And that's where you got to live. He's in the right place at the right time. He's not having to dribble 15 times going on ball of his life. He's getting the ball,
What a shot.
Good defensive play again.
and he's just standing in the right place, and he's going up and in. You don't need to go on ball of his life. You can just go right there and score 10 points by just being in the right place at the right time.
100%. That's why he's got 10. He's got his free throws, and he's, like you said, he's been in the right place at the right time. That's kind of what it's been. Like, the ball handlers have been kicking it over to John. As he goes over to John. Letourneau. Driving in.
And the most impressive thing is in the flow of the offense. It's not like he's just gonna go out like he's some role player who's not gonna shoot 30 shots. No, he's doing it in the flow of the offense, doing his normal diet of shots that he usually takes, just isn't making them.
Good defense from Joey. Call a foul on Joey. Now that puts the Crusaders over the limit. With just over 2:10 left to go.
I mean, they called a foul on him, but like he was in him. He was in his mittens. Not really anywhere he could go.
They're calling it both ways, though.
Oh, yeah.
And that's one of the
They
things
are.
you gotta say. That's one of the things you gotta say. I mean, they've been calling it both ways, and I just think that's very good.
It's the most fair way to call a game. First shot is good. Puts them within 3. Puts them within 4.
If number one misses, this gonna be a big box out opportunity.
Good rebound from Brian. Joey tried pushing the ball, lost it, but recovers. Give it over to Io.
Got in the right person's hands right now. He's gonna create a lot of opportunities. Him getting downhill, with the amount of traction he's gonna get.
Good screen from Brian. Io driving in, draws another foul. That's big.
You see number 23 getting down and help and trying to close up all the gaps. That's what he's creating with these points. He's creating that kind of respect, as you would say.
Io's first shot is good. Very consistent free throw shooter.
I'm gonna start it on the next line.
How many does he have tonight, Jack?
Math.
After the second free throw. He's good.
I think that's 17. I think he has 17. Maybe he has 18, but I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I can't count this.
Overall, great game for him. He has at least 15, I think. Saved, goes into the hands of Joey. Joey gives it up to John. John's layup's no good. Oh. Joey almost got the steal. Goes up strong, tipped out to Io. Io using his speed again, pushing up the ball. Great finish from Io. Puts Vikings up by 8. So that's about his like a 17th, 19th point.
Yeah, we're talking. Like, I feel like just snap of the fingers, this game is blown away. I mean, look, like it's still possible, but it's still possible. Anything's possible, but it's 46-38 with 1 minute left.
The Crusaders just like went on a bit of a dry spell. I mean, they just haven't been able to score.
Yeah, shout out Union Catholic for putting John in. I mean, look, he's been a plus out here for this Union Catholic team, and ever since he's been in, he's been a plus.
I waved and he nodded at me.
And he told me at lunch, if I'm gonna get in this game, I'm gonna shoot. And he's done it at a high level.
He's shooting.
Yeah, he's shooting.
Second shot is good.
He
Johnson will call another timeout.
He says, if I get in the game, I don't care. I'm scoring 10 points. As a wise man once said, he's right.
Great game for John. I mean, he, like you said, I mean, he's been at the right place. He knows where to be in order to score the basketball. I mean, that's just high IQ being shown, I think, from him is just to be there. And then he's converting the shots. It's not like he's like missing all these like open shots. I mean, he's hitting them, and 100% from the free throw line. I think he's 4 for 4. Great game from him, and then obviously we'll talk about this at the end of the game. But great game from Io. He's been playing incredible.
I mean, I don't think it's self-explanatory. I mean, he's just getting downhill, and he's being the #1 player for this team. I feel like not #1 player. Like my other players might take offense to that on the team, but like he's the #1 player. He's the guy that everyone's going to give attention to, and he's made those plays for John wide open because everyone is looking at him, being like he's going to speed right past me. Let's double him. Let's get it out of his hands, and that's the player that he is.
100%. I mean, if it's isolation, you're looking for Io. Vikings ball underneath, just under a minute. McCabe will be the inbounder. Stacked play for the Vikings. Finds Joey. Back over to McCabe.
Good
McCabe pushing
job.
up the ball.
Great job breaking that press, getting into the middle.
Perfectly executed. Over to McCabe down low. Vikings doing a good job wasting the clock. And Crusaders pick up on it. They will foul. Exactly 45 to go here. Vikings up by 6. 2 free throws for Io.
Taking a minute.
Ryan Bev is in the building.
They're ready for the Elizabeth game later. They're I mean, can we get the check of the people in yet?
First free throw is good for Io. Puts them up by 7 now.
I think the first wave of fans has to go to my team, Union Catholic Vikings. I think the first wave of fans, I'm going to give my points there for Union Catholic.
Second shot is off. Crusaders have to push. Good defense from the Vikings. Three-pointer, no good. Brian comes up with it. Crusaders will foul Benny. He'll now go to the line. I think if he hits these, I think this one's in the books. 'Cause all the Crusaders really can do is just foul. And they're not hitting their shots either.
There was times where this Union Catholic team, this Vikings team, could just fall when they couldn't get their sets run. They were just in shock. They practiced it for days, and when they get in the game, it just didn't work. So it's been great to see them get to work and being able to just play basketball.
Benny, second shot is good.
Special guest.
Ow.
Shot no good. Benny is fouled again. He'll go to the line.
I'm going to cut this out and frame this for John.
First shot is good. Puts them up by 10, just under 21. Second shot is good.
Union Catholic doing a very good job closing out the game. It was a very close game throughout the whole way through. But now you're looking at a 11-point game. I mean, what a terrific. Well, never mind. My bad. My bad. My bad.
Oh, you gotta come on, Eli.
That's not my fault.
Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce special guest Elias Engel.
What's up?
Iowa at the line. First shot is good. 9-point game. Second shot is good.
I think it's safe to call that the dagger.
Is this the dagger?
Yeah. See, I don't make any risky predictions.
Long two. And that'll do it. 10-point victory for your Union Catholic Vikings freshman basketball team. Overall, great game. Jack, any final thoughts? I mean, what do you have to say for this?
This was a game of perseverance. They've been down, and this has been a game of just individual people. John, he's told me that he's been very good in practice. I think the things you don't see is what people put the work in. When you don't see when they're putting the work in, it's the best part. Is when they can put the work in where no one's watching. And I think this team was down a lot. I mean, they were down, like their sets weren't working. They could have just threw the game. But they learned, okay, I was going to go off this game. Let's run some pick and rolls. Let's make the game simple. And they did great, and they persevered through those sets not working.
Man, any final thoughts?
It's a great game. Good morale boost for the freshmen. That's all I got.
Elias, any final thoughts?
Great. Excellent game. Amazing game.
I'm so happy Io's big night didn't go to waste. And they won this game.
100%.
Outstanding analysis.
Overall,
amazing.
Great final thoughts from all of us. Elite. Great game here.
Outstanding.
We're about to go to the Elizabeth game for varsity. It'll be your Vikings versus Elizabeth, and we'll go to the varsity game shortly.
Where my hug at?